welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're switching up things just a little bit. As you can see, I'm sitting down and it's a little bit darker just for a more relaxed feel. Today is Wednesday, it's hump day, and I want to talk about wine, of course, but I want to kick off a new series on this channel that is like a wind down Wednesday wine guide, where I will be sharing with you different tips and points that can help you in your wine journey. So my goal with this series is to help you not make the same mistakes that I did while on my wine journey. Now, take for instance drinking liquor. I know when you first start off drinking any type of alcohol, they always tell you don't drink the bottom shelf, the cheap liquor, stay away from it. It's gonna make you sick. Well, in my opinion, it's a little bit different when it comes to wine. Because when you drink the non-vintage wines like Stella Rosa and Barefoot, they help you to get introduced to wine. Then, as time goes on, you try other wines, your palate will then mature, and then one day, as your palate matures, then you'll be able to appreciate the finer wines. Another mistake that I made when purchasing wine was looking for award-winning wines. So, you would think that if it won an award, that it's really good, right? No. Just because it won an award doesn't always mean that it's good. So different judges look for different things. Who entered the competition when they entered as well? Who are their competitors? I have in my hand this flip-flop Pinot Grigio. It is a 2017, and if you look and zoom in real quickly here, it has it won an award for the Monterey International Wine Competition in 2017. Now the alcohol percentage is 12.5%, and I have tried this particular Pinot Grigio. Matter of fact, Pinot Grigio, after tasting Moscato and Riesling, that was the next wine that I ventured into. But I love the flip-flop Moscato that they make. I am not the biggest fan of this award-winning. It's going to be a great value when it comes to award-winning wines. It retails about $7, just depending on where you purchase it from. This is a great wine to start off with if you have already tried Moscato and Riesling and want to venture deeper into the drier wines. This will be one of the wines that I would recommend, because it's dead smack in the middle of the dry and medium sweet. So it's not going to give you sweet, it's not going to be too dry, but this is definitely good to start off with, helping that palate mature, so that to help your palate to mature so that you can venture into different brands, because it gets better than this. But starting off, this is something that I would recommend with starting off as a beginner drinker of wine. Now let's segue into the white wine chart that I made to help you to get from Moscato to Chardonnay. It's just a basic white wine chart just to help you navigate through the world of white wines. Starting off with the sweetest, it would be Moscato. I don't have to say much about Moscato. Everyone knows it's sweet, it's light, it's airy, it's easy on the palate, and everyone just loves Moscato. A lot of people start off drinking Moscato as their first wine. Next up will be my personal favorite. If you saw my very first video, it is Riesling. I show you a few bottles that I personally like, but also Riesling is sweet, but it can also come dry. That's why I like it, because you can get kind of the best of both worlds when it comes to Riesling. It is not a popular wine, but it is very, very good. Now, when you are on your journey, it's personal, but for me, I started off with the third wine would be Pinot Grigio or Pinot Gris. That wine, I think,
is not as heavy as the other wines, and so it's kind of easier to find. And it comes in a lot of different varieties. A lot of brands carry Pinot Grigio that don't even carry Riesling. And so that's the way I went. But of course, you can start right here in the middle with white blend. White blend is exactly what it says. It's a blend of different grapes. There's no certain pattern or style when it comes to white blends. So you're getting a lot of vintage and a lot of vintage years mixed together, and they can be semi-sweet or on the drier side. Next will be Sauvignon Blanc. I personally love Sauvignon Blanc. It is unique on its own. It is dry, and you can find it just about anywhere, and no matter the price, even if it's cheap or even if it's high end, it is always consistent. In my opinion, I have not had a bad Sauvignon Blanc or felt like I wasn't getting my money's worth when it comes to Sauvignon Blanc. Last but not least will be Chardonnay. Of course, you know, I have like this love-hate relationship when it comes to Chardonnay, only because it comes in different varieties, and so it's a little bit complicated. And for me personally, I don't want my wine to be complicated. So when it comes to Chardonnay, I put it last. I wouldn't recommend starting off with a Chardonnay. Hope this was helpful. Please leave me a question or comment down below in regards to these white wines, and stay tuned. I will be doing a red wine chart that's similar to this one as well.
Okay, my loves, that's it for today's video. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below, what do you think about this wine guide that I created, as well as this vibe, the Wine Down Wednesday. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.